In the natural universe, everything has a strict place. Stars follow precise orbits, and seasons shift on schedule, and every living thing is bound by a predetermined lifespan. The entire system works because these physical boundaries are absolute. Then there is son Wukong. Hatched from a stone egg on Flower Fruit Mountain, his very existence defies the rules of biology. A living stone monkey does not fit into any preordained category. He quickly claims the title of Monkey King over his island, but ruling a physical territory fails to satisfy him. Wukong wants to conquer the ultimate biological boundary, death. He tracks down a wise master and learns the secrets to immortality, along with the new ability to leap across the sky from cloud to cloud in a single somersault. With the ability to leap through the sky and ignore death, Wukong begins to view the world from a different vantage point. The laws of gravity and the passage of time start to look like suggestions rather than requirements, fueling a growing belief that he has outgrown the world below. A local ruler who can bypass mortality and travel between worlds represents a friction point for the celestial bureaucracy. He is now a king with no boundaries, moving toward an inevitable confrontation with the universe's established order. We start to see this friction materialize at the undersea palace of the Dragon King of the East Sea. This is an ancient realm defined by deep oceanic pressure, heavily guarded treasures, and immense physical mass. Wukong arrives completely uninvited and shatters the laws of physics. He spots the Dragon King's most prized possession, a massive, immovable iron pillar. Wukong kicks it up, tests its weight, and casually shrinks it down to the size of a sewing needle, tucking it behind his ear before walking out. Next, he targets the underworld. This realm operates as the ultimate bureaucracy. It functions as a massive ledger, where every soul has a strict, non-negotiable expiration date. When Wukong's allotted lifespan naturally runs out, agents are sent to collect him. Instead of complying, he violently resists arrest, storms straight into the Lord of the Underworld's palace, and demands direct access to the Book of the Dead. This ledger shows how he bypasses death. He doesn't negotiate for more time. He simply flips to the page with his name, takes a brush, and physically crosses himself out of the record. He doesn't stop there. He drags the brush through the names of every monkey follower he has, illegally granting mass immortality to his entire species. By erasing death and bending physical mass to his whim, Wukong forces a response from the highest authority in the universe, the Jade Emperor. The high heavens, specifically the Jade Emperor's palace of divine mists, represent the absolute pinnacle of social and legal structure. This is where the universe is managed. The Jade Emperor attempts to trap Wukong within a bureaucratic boundary. He invites the monkey to heaven and assigns him an official-sounding job, Keeper of the Imperial Horses. At first, Wukong is thrilled, but during a feast with his colleagues, he discovers his position holds no actual rank. Upon realizing he is being managed and mocked, he violently rejects this social limit and abandons his post. He retaliates by breaking into the orchard of immortal peaches. He consumes rare fruits that took thousands of years to ripen, drinks all the wine meant for the elite Queen Mother's party, and completely destroys the celestial banquet hall. With all diplomatic and bureaucratic options exhausted, heaven resorts to physical enforcement. The Jade Emperor dispatches an imperial army to contain the monkey through overwhelming military force. This diagram illustrates his counterattack, exponential multiplication. Wukong plucks the 84,000 hairs from his back and blows on them. Each hair instantly transforms into a self-replicating monkey warrior, creating an instant army that completely clobbers the heavenly soldiers. The laws of physics, the certainty of mortality, the rigidity of social structure, and the greatest military force in existence all fail to contain a being whose ego has been allowed to expand to infinity. The Jade Emperor makes one final appeal, calling upon the Buddha. His arrival changes the nature of the confrontation, moving the conflict into a test of the monkey's place within the spiritual universe. The Buddha appears on Flower Fruit Mountain and presents a highly specific challenge to Wukong's unchecked ego. He makes a simple wager. If the monkey can leap out of the palm of his hand, heaven itself will belong to him. Wukong accepts the wager and gathers his strength. He shoots across the sky, a glowing streak rocketing past clouds, stars, and the known limits of the physical universe. Eventually, he arrives at what he perceives to be the absolute edge of reality. Stretching up into the sky before him are 5 massive, imposing pillars. To prove his total victory, he scratches his name onto one of the pillars and leaves a little puddle at its base. Then, feeling highly pleased with himself, he somersaults all the way back. Wukong lands, boasting that he has reached the end of the world. But the Buddha simply raises an eyebrow and gently asks him to look closer. There, on the side of the Buddha's finger, is Wukong's tiny, crude graffiti. The 5 pillars at the edge of the universe were the Buddha's fingers all along. Before Wukong can boast or leap again, the Buddha turns his hand over. In one motion, he pins the monkey beneath a massive mountain, bringing his mischief to an abrupt and devastating halt for the next 500 years. Wukong's ultimate downfall reveals a crucial truth. True mastery is not achieved by breaking every rule to feed an ever-expanding ego. It requires recognizing that no matter how much power you accumulate, you are still bound by a grander universal design.